Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here from the Knife Center, coming at you from SHOT Show 2022. We're here at the Chris Reeve booth with Tim Reeve himself.
Hey man.
How are you, man?
Good, doing great. Great to have you guys over.
So good to see you guys, and we've got some cool new things to talk about in the Chris Reeve world.
Yeah, no, this is fun. I mean, anybody that follows our brand, they know we do a lot of small little changes, and when we make big changes, it's pretty infrequent. So here's a handful of cool little changes, answering a lot of things that our customers have reached out and asked for quite a long time. So kind of starting from the top, what is actually kind of the new product for the year is the Forever flag graphic. It's time to put an American flag back on the Sebenza. We've done it many times in the past. Here's just kind of a new, clean, simple, kind of understated, you can have a working flag, which I think kind of embodies, the American culture pretty well. So
very nice.
Anyway, so that's that guy. It's deep engraved, so you can kind of feel it. It's gonna wear. It'll be serviceable super easily. So,
and there's something nice about kind of like the quote unquote plain model,
right,
having a subtle upgrade like this.
Yeah,
it sets it apart from the from those standard versions a little bit, but it's not ostentatious. It's still just that Chris Reeve toughness, that working knife.
Yeah. So there's plenty of collectible flags out there, and so this will be a cool. Hopefully we can get a lot of these out there. People always like American flags, and we sell them all over the world. So,
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very nice.
So that's kind of starting from the top there. So something that we brought out a handful of months ago. We've been playing with the finish difference. Everyone that's familiar with the brand for the last 30 plus years, we've been using the same sandblasted finish. It's nice and tacky. It wears really cool, really well. Snail trails up pretty crazy. Its service is really nice. We can re-sandblast the handles, or like with a spa service. So that's what we're known for. We call it a sandblast. We just brought out what we call, it's a crushed glass or glass blast finish. It's just blasted right on top of that old finish. It's a two-step process there. But it's nice. You don't lose your grip. It's not squeezing out of your hand. But it's clean. It doesn't get scratches and snail trails as much. Yeah. It kind of pocket polishes in the corners nicely.
Yeah, you were showing me one before we started rolling of one out of the pocket over here that had been carried for 4.5 months, and it looked very nearly pristine.
Yeah,
damn, it really did.
Yeah, it's deep scratches show up basically is what it is.
Sure.
Right. So it's pretty slick. You get some nice. There's kind of a nice difference between the two, and there's still guys that are loving the sandblast, and it's great. It's just kind of whatever the preference is there. Yeah. So it's something that I think has been due to come for quite a while. You can put it in your slacks. In your slacks pocket, and not worried about it just tearing the whole pocket off.
Right. It doesn't have that same texture.
Yeah, the kind of grippiness. So I think it's pretty dang cool. It looks great on the inside.
It's really cool to see these two next to each other because they've got the same milling pattern. You can really pick up the differences in just the reflectivity of it as you move it around. Yeah, that looks really nice.
I've joked a handful of times, like, we're not curing hunger or anything with this, but it's these little nuanced things that, like, I know our fan base really digs on, like little nuance changes.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, but it's wanted.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that is a really nice finish. I'm digging that.
Yeah, we've been pretty happy with it.
Feels good. It's not slick. It's still not a slick finish. It's not like a polish, but
it's kind of been the number one question. Like, is it slick? Like, no, it's
no.
not gonna slip out of your hand or anything.
It's not as tactile as the bead blast, but it's not tactile.
Yeah. I mean, Bill Harsey jokes, he's like, you guys just throw beach sand at your knife. Like, yeah, damn near. It's like, that's what it is. So, no, it's great. So that's fun.
Cool.
That kind of moves us into the wood inlays. We've moved all of the wood inlay options to only having that crushed glass. It works really well. For the longest time, we have only had the only option is to have a polished handle with a matching polished blade. With the wood, it's classy. It's generally, to me, that's my favorite because it's just what we've done forever.
Yeah, I've got a 31, a 21
Yep.
small in that configuration with that wood, that color, and it's my gent's knife.
Yeah,
it's what I take out.
Exactly. Like Chris was always like, you have to polish it. It sets it apart, and it really does. For the longest time, folks asked for a tumble or a blasted handle, with like the non-polished with the woods and a tumble blade. So we did finally bring that out. It's been a great reception, and so all of the woods are going to only that crushed glass. And one of the reasons is servicing wise, we could repolish the handles, but we have to try and pop that inlay out. And it can break, it can crack. It actually will break and crack.
And especially if you're dealing with something really exotic, you can't just replace that.
Exactly. So basically, finishing, services on the handles is just like non-existent.
Right.
Hey, we can repolish the blade for you, but I can't do anything on the handles.
Yeah.
Guys that have kind of like worn and used it a whole bunch want to get it, touched back up. Just can't do that.
There's only so much you can do, right?
So this is more resilient to that. It's kind of why we leaned into it.
Yeah.
So, and then the same thing with the Mnundi. We have it's same deal. So the Mnundis will always be polished on there, but they've got the same crushed glass finish. And it's the first time that we've actually played with it on the blade. So it's still a polished hollow, which is what we're known for on those. Every Mnundi's a polished hollow, but we've kind of been playing with the crushed glass. It looks cool because the little thumb serration chamfers on the sides, and down the spine are polished after.
You get that pop.
And I just think it looks awesome. So
that is a really cool reflection coming off of those.
Yeah, I'd call these like just little refinement things, and people have been super excited about it. Just great reaction.
Fantastic.
So that's what's new with us.
You conveniently left out a little something we've got over here.
No, exactly. I'm good at forgetting all sorts of stuff. So we, quick history thing of the last couple of years. So we brought out the Sebenza 31 in 2019 at Blade Show. We had a lot of 21s on the backlog, so we committed to making all the rest of those. And we were left with a little pile of blanks, just over 1,000 blanks of Tontos.
For the blades,
Yeah, blade blanks. And they were Tontos and Singos, large and small. That's what it was, because we could turn all the drop points into 31s, right? So we decided when we brought the 31 out, let's just tackle the drop point first. We'll bring out the other blade shape later. Fast forward like 3 years, we always thought, in the meantime, we thought, hey, there'd be a good time to do this. Well, the backlog of the demand just keeps going up. And like, okay, shoot. So we're just going to have to hard shift gears. So anyway, so we said, let's get them processed through. Let's get them out. So these are all on S35. We rolled these out as what we called a sprint run. We kind of dressed them up a little bit different. So we put the crushed glass on there, just did silver hardware instead of the classic blue. Just make them a little bit different. And we sent them to dealers only. Really, it's just a big thank you for like sticking with us through the many years, and especially over the last couple, 2 years. So we have them on display here. We are hoping, fingers crossed, to be able to like open up, take orders at maybe around Blade Show this year on these two blade shapes, kind of throughout the line. So there'll be way more information on that down the road. But yeah, that's the goal. Fingers crossed. So they're coming.
Yeah,
they are coming. It's like number one asked question recently.
I know. A lot of folks have been really looking forward to those coming back. So that's really big news. Awesome. Well, that's all we've got to show you right now. Let us know what you thought of everything down in the comments, and to see all our latest inventory from Chris Reeve. It comes in and out really quick, but make sure to check out the link in the description below. Thanks for sticking around for all our SHOT Show coverage. Tim, thank you so very much.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming by.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.